Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today we'll be unboxing Ring's indoor camera. This is Wi-Fi operated. You can actually use the subscription service as well if you like that. But personally, if you're just using it at home and you just want to monitor your home while you're away, Wi-Fi is good enough because God forbid if there's any intruder coming in, they'd be able to unplug the camera anyway. So subscription is pointless unless you have your camera concealed in a place where no one can see it. And then I reckon the subscription is good enough. So this is the second generation camera and I bought this on Amazon. And one of the things they've added to the second generation camera is a cover to pretty much conceal the camera, which is actually pretty cool for two reasons. One, if you have guests come to your place and you don't really want to make them feel awkward, then it's good to actually cover the camera. Alternatively, if you just want additional privacy while you're at home and you feel that you want to cover the lens of the camera, then the cover is really good. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this camera. So there is this little sticker tab thingy at the back. And you just get rid of that. And inside you have you've got here the adapter, the wall adapter. It's actually a pretty decent size. It's not too chunky, which is really good because occasionally you would have companies making really chunky wall adapters, and I'm looking at you, Morphe. Okay, and you've got the cable, the USB-A on one end and the USB-A micro. And the cable appears to be about 1.5 meters long, which is really good. So I'm glad they did not get stingy on the length of the cable. Really good. It also comes with a little sticker. So it says protected by Ring. If you want to put that outside your house, on the window or the door, pretty cool. What else we've got here? There's this little envelope here, and inside this envelope, I don't know what's there, but let's have a look. All right, you got mounting screws. So it's a little screw if you want to mount this camera up on the top. I'm just going to be placing my camera on the shelf, and so I'm not too worried about using the mounting screws. And now the main thing, and here's the camera. So it's about 3 inches tall, which is really good. And this is the cover I was talking about. It slides over the lens and it conceals the lens, and it's really cool. I really like this feature in the second generation camera. Now previously I've had the Lenovo Wi-Fi camera, and I've used this for a few years. It's been all right. It would give me notifications in case if there was a movement has been detected. But lately it hasn't really been doing that. It hasn't given me notifications for movement detection, and hence I decided to go ahead with the Ring camera. So just side by side, comparing the size of the two, the Ring is just slightly smaller than the Lenovo camera. The Lenovo camera was pretty compact to begin with, but this is even more compact. So if you're worried about space where you will be keeping this camera, it's about 3 inches, which is pretty decent, and that will give you some indication of how big this camera is. Now at the back of this there is a QR code, and you'll be needing that to set up. All right, well, we'll go ahead and actually set up this camera and see what we get. I have already downloaded the app, the Ring app, and I've signed on, and I'm just gonna connect this device and see how it operates. All right, as you can hear it, there's a sound which came out as soon as I plugged in. It actually took a few seconds, about 10 to 15 seconds before the sound came on, and there's a blue light flashing up on the top, which means this thing is ready to set up. All right, I'm gonna use my app on my iPad, and I'm just clicking on set a device, really. And it gives me the option, various options in terms of what kind of device I'm setting up. In this case, I am using security cams, and I'm just going to click on it. Now it's asking me to scan the QR code. Now earlier on I was talking about there's a QR code at the back of this camera, and I'm just going to scan that so it knows exactly what type of device it is. All right, so it was really quick. I scanned the QR code and the app immediately picked up what it was. It asked me first, let's set up your location. And so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I've added my address and I've saved that location. Now it's asking me, give your indoor camera a name. It's given me an option for upstairs, downstairs, hallway, custom, and I'm gonna custom set it. So I'm just gonna say lounge, because I'm gonna have this camera sitting in my lounge. And I've continued, and it's asking me if the cover is open, and I said yes, it is open. Where will this indoor camera be pointed? Into the house, through the window. So I'm gonna say it's into the house, and it's asking me find an electrical socket near your Wi-Fi router. This is the first place you'll plug in your indoor cam. All right, so the reason it's asking me to do this because it wants to ensure that the camera is in a strong Wi-Fi range. And in my case it is, so I'm just gonna go ahead and continue. The next thing is like plug in your camera and wait 30 seconds for it to turn on. And I'm going ahead and says indoor camera. I have my password for the Wi-Fi, and I'm pretty much trying to connect to the router now.
Now connected to the Ring app.
So as you heard it, it said now it's connected to the Ring app, which is great. The app is connected to the camera. I'm gonna go ahead and put in the password for my router. So
Setup successful.
Great, so it's connected to the Wi-Fi router, and it said the setup has been successful. So we'll just go ahead and see what are the prompts.
Now installing an update. This may take several minutes.
All right, great, it's updating. That's exactly what I was about to say, that I wasn't sure what kind of other prompts the camera will ask me to attend to. And as we just found out, it's installing the update. And it said just a few steps left to get the best from your Ring device. Well, while that thing is getting updated, I just want to point out that this is the 1080p HD video camera. So the picture quality is going to be really good. One of the good things about the Generation 2 camera is that for the night vision, normally for other cameras you get black and white night vision, but in this one you can actually get colored night vision, and you have the option, if you don't want to use colored night vision, then you don't have to worry about it. You can just disable that function. Otherwise you can go ahead and choose the colored night vision, which I will be using anyways. Now it's asking me if I want to invite shared users, and so that's an option as well. you can actually choose to do that or skip it. So you have that option. It's asking me if I want to start a tutorial, and I'm gonna skip that as well. Now it's saying let's make motion work for you. So it's asking me for the motion detection if I want to get alerts or recordings or none. And so I'm saying record and send alerts. Now it's giving me the option to have motion zones as well. And what this does is that you can choose where motion can be detected in the view of the camera. Any motion outside of the zone is ignored. So it is pretty cool. And what that really means is that if you just want to have, for example, if you're looking at my frame, if you would just like to detect motion in this area only, you can choose that in the camera settings, in the app settings, and which is a really cool option. But in my case, I'm not going to be choosing any particular zone area. It's just going to be the whole room. And for that reason, I'm just going to go ahead and say use default zone. The next option it's giving me, it says privacy zones and audio settings. And what this means is like this feature gives you even more control over your Ring devices, helping you to further protect and privacy of yourself and others. And I'm just gonna skip that for now. The next option it's giving me, it says your indoor camera works with modes. And what it says is like this feature lets you arm and disarm all of your Ring cameras with just one tap. You can switch modes from the dashboard for privacy at home or security when away. And I think I'm going to actually switch on this feature because this is a very cool feature. Also, I'm going to be using the Amazon Alexa device, and I should be able to voice control my camera with Amazon Alexa. I'm saying how should modes affect this indoor camera. It's giving me the option away mode, home mode, and disarmed mode. And of course, you have the option, you can switch off these modes anytime by going into the app settings. All right, so everything is set up, and we will just go ahead and look at what we can see in front of the camera. And as you can see, I've got the away mode on, which means this should be able to switch on. And what this ring means that it's detecting my motion. So I'm sitting right in front of it and it has detected that. My Lenovo camera was probably, I don't know, 720p resolution, but having 1080p camera is just super nice, and it looks really good. So the live view is looking very nice. And this camera also has a two-way function. So you could communicate with somebody if you're away and someone is home or an intruder comes in. You'd be like, hey man, get the heck out of my house. So there is a siren feature on this camera as well. So let's go ahead and try that. So that is pretty cool. That is actually a very good security feature. And all right guys, well, thank you so much for watching this little video on unboxing the Ring indoor camera. And as you can hear the chime, that's the Ring camera detecting motion, which is me sitting in front of the camera right now. And it is a nice chime ring, and I love it. Love that sound of it. So anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.